My brothers and sisters, you are now watching TheGamer2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need. And I hope you enjoy the video.
Top 5 best games of 2016. How do you even choose something like that? Like, how do you choose which game belongs here and which game doesn't make the list? It is very important to know that the way I'm going to be judging these games is what those games offered to you and the experience that I got from those games. So say for instance the game is only a single player based game or it's only a multiplayer based game. I'm going to judge that game on what that game was. If it was just a single player game only, I'm judging it only as a single player game. I'm not going to, put in the fact that it didn't have a multiplayer. If it's a multiplayer based game, I'm just going to judge it on the fact that, hey, it's only an online game. It has no single player, okay? So that's the way I'm going to judge this thing before I even get this junk started. I mean, it's only fair. Right? I mean, I'm going to judge the game based on what that game offers and the experience that I got from it, okay? So before I even get into this junk, if I put this game here, and I put so-and-so game here, don't question me like, oh my God, like, how could the heck you... like, no, because I already told you why. I'm judging the game based on what that game is offering and the experience that I personally got from that game, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Because suckers like to bring up the fact, oh, this game doesn't have a multiplayer or this game doesn't have a single player. That, I'm not going to, take off points for that. I'm judging the game based on what it offers. Let's get into it. So number 5, Uncharted 4. I'm joking. Y'all suckers can't take a joke. Already hitting the dislike button. Why game is so sensitive? It's a joke. No, but seriously. Number 5, Watch Dogs 2. Now with Watch Dogs 2, I was choosing between this one or Final Fantasy, but because of the fact I'm like on chapter, I think 5 or 6 on Final Fantasy, so I haven't really played through the game enough to really say, okay, like this game is already better than Watch Dogs 2. Because I've like played way more of Watch Dogs 2, I'm going to put Watch Dogs 2 at number 5. But it could have been just as easily Final Fantasy 15 because I am really enjoying that. But because I've played through more of this game and beat it, and did a lot more stuff in this game compared to Final Fantasy, I'm not gonna put that, there. Watch Dogs 2, again, I feel like Watch Dogs 2, because of the damage that Watch Dogs 1 did, and because suckers, they ain't falling for that, for the Ubisoft, evil scheme no more. Like, suckers now, when Ubisoft releases games, suckers don't get hyped like they used to because Ubisoft, we all know their track record. They'll show you a new IP, this junk will look freaking amazing. Then when it comes out, it's just like, okay, it's cool. So I think a lot of people are skeptical these days of Ubisoft games, and they have a good reason to be. But Watch Dogs 2, like I said it in my review, I gave it a 8.5. I think it made a lot of improvements from the first Watch Dogs. The biggest improvement in Watch Dogs 2 is the gameplay. If you've played Watch Dogs 1 and then you play Watch Dogs 2, you can see clear as day all the improvements that they made in the gameplay, especially the hacking. The hacking has so much more layers to it. It's so much more fun. The side missions are way better. They go way more into detail, in these side missions and stuff like that. I just think gameplay-wise, Watch Dogs 2 is a major improvement from the first Watch Dogs. I'm not saying that Watch Dogs 2, is flawless, because it's not. It still has some issues, that they could, tweak and, make better. But Watch Dogs 2, you can't deny. If you played the first Watch Dogs and then you played the second one and you really like played a lot of the second one, you can't deny they made a lot of improvements in the first Watch Dogs. The online, which I like a lot and has a lot more potential than what they're doing with it, it's still fun. So Watch Dogs 2, if you've been thinking about getting Watch Dogs 2, I'd recommend it. I really would. If you're still skeptical, I get it. It's Ubisoft. You have to be. you absolutely have to be. If you're still skeptical of it, I would say rent it. But I really enjoyed Watch Dogs 2. I'm still playing it till this day. You know, it's a really fun game in my opinion, and they made improvements in the game. So again, it was a toss-up between Watch Dogs 2 or Final Fantasy 15, but because I've played more of Watch Dogs 2, you know, and even though I am enjoying Final Fantasy 15, I'm not just gonna shove aside Watch Dogs 2 just because, you know, it's Final Fantasy. I'm not doing that. So number 5 goes to Watch Dogs 2, and I think it's well deserved. Kudos to Ubisoft. Number 4. I'm going to go with Battlefield 1, bruh. I absolutely love this game, dude. Battlefield 1, if you are a fan of shooters, there is no reason why this junk should not be in your collection right now. Battlefield 1 is a fantastic game, from the story to the gameplay to the graphics to the sound to the soundtrack to the multiplayer. Everything about Battlefield 1 I think was great, man. You know, I'm still playing this game today. One of the best multiplayers. I think top 2, top 3 best onlines going on right now. If you didn't get a chance to get this game yet and you are a fan of shooters, what are you doing? You need to get this game right now. Great graphics, great sound, great gameplay, countless hours of fun online. I mean, you can't go. You just possibly can't go wrong with Battlefield 1, especially if you decide to get this over that Call of Duty. What's that trash game? What's that trash game? Infinite Warfare, sucker. You don't want that. Let's be real. You want Call of Duty 4 remastered. You don't give 2 ham and cheese sandwiches about Infinite Warfare. So, if you really want the best, you know, just flat out, you know, hardcore shooter this year, I think you absolutely have to have Battlefield 1 in your collection. And that's why Battlefield 1 is number 4 for me. Number 3. Bruh, when I got to the last 3, this jump was hard to say. I was like, this is going to be here. This is going to be here. What? No, wait. This should go here. This should go here. No. Nah, bruh. When I got to the last 3, I couldn't choose which one I wanted to put in what position. So I had to be real with myself. Again, I'm judging these games based on what they offer to you and the experience that I got from them. So, commence the dislikes. Now, wait! I know y'all say this is like, the audacity of this African Negro. Are you kidding me? Uncharted 4 at number 3? That's why I don't watch black YouTubers. They know nothing. I know. Even I was like, dog, you about to... I was like, bro, you put this show at number 3? I had to be real with again, I'm gonna be real with myself, bro. I'm not gonna deep throat this game like Robin Gaming. If y'all want that, go to his show. I ain't doing it, bro. Shout out to you, sucker. But again, we all know Uncharted 4 is an amazing game, hands down. We all know this. This junk. If these suckers was to release, I don't know, Uncharted 4, Big Bird takes over Sesame Street. Like, I buy that game. Why? Because it's Uncharted and it's Naughty Dog. I can't wait for the single player DLC. Junk looks lit, right? But I just I just don't think I'm not gonna suck this game up like everybody else, bro. When it comes to Uncharted, Uncharted, I freaking love Uncharted, The only game that I just lose all sense of I just lose all sense of perspective and logic, and I'm just completely biased towards is The Last of Us, bro. I'm sorry, bro. When it comes to Uncharted, I freaking love Uncharted. It is a great franchise. I think this was literally almost the perfect ending to the Uncharted franchise. I thought the story was good. The gameplay was good. The online, yeah. But it got better with that survival mode that they put in it. But it's hard because I'm not saying that Uncharted is bad. Like, Uncharted is, again, this is my top 5 games this year. So Uncharted is not a bad game. But again, I'm ranking these games from what they offer to you and the experiences that I got from them. And even though Uncharted was a fantastic experience to me and a great last ride, with Nathan Drake on his epic journeys throughout Uncharted, it's not my game of the year. It's just not, bruh. And I know that's hard I know that's hard for some of y'all suckers to absorb. But not everybody is going to be like, yes, Naughty Dog. Like, yes, stick it in. Like, Uncharted is not my game of the year, bro. And I'm not about to sit up here and act like it is. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, bro. If this junk was The Last of Us, sucker, I'm biased as hell. But when it comes to Uncharted, it's just not the same. And again, the only flaw, like really throughout Uncharted 4 to me, like, was really maybe sometimes in the story it got a little slow. And of course, the multiplayer is always going to have flaws, because it's not 2 no more. But literally, Uncharted 4 is dang near almost a flawless game. But it's not my game of the year. And again, today, if I would have to rank the Uncharted as an overall experience Uncharted 2, not just because of the story, but the multiplayer. Uncharted 4 can't even sniff the butt cheeks of Uncharted 2's multiplayer, okay? So, not just the story. Uncharted 2 had a fantastic storyline, and the multiplayer was good. So, I will put still, as an overall game, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 4, Uncharted 1, Uncharted 3. Now, again, the way that I judge games, I'm judging the game based on what it offers to you. I know Uncharted 3 had a story and a multiplayer, and the gameplay was way more, polished, because when, with the first Uncharted, it was the first one, it wasn't as polished, as the newer ones. But a lot of people sleep on the first Uncharted. Uncharted 1 had a great story, dude, but it was a new IP. Uncharted really didn't catch heat until it won Game of the Year with the 2. So I think a lot of people forget Uncharted 1, but again, judging it based on what it offered to you, it's just a single player game only. I will put Uncharted 1 over Uncharted 3. I thought Uncharted 3 had way, better set pieces, and it looked way better. The gameplay was more polished and stuff like that, but that online was trash. That online was trash, and a lot of that story didn't really make a lot of sense to me. So that's how I'm judging, games. If I'm being real, Uncharted 1 is not my game of the year. Flat out. Period. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I can't please everybody. Even if it was my game of the year, someone would disagree. I have to be real with myself. Uncharted 4 is not my game of the year. Is it a fantastic game? The freak, no question. But it's not my game of the year. So, Uncharted 4 Thief's End, number 3. It was the gift of Overwatch. Drink it in, man. Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Overwatch is now. I know it's gonna make some people mad. Some people be like, hashtag not my game. Shut up. Overwatch is my number 2. Now I was gonna put this junk at number 1, but again, the way I'm judging these games is what did that game offer to me and the experience that I got from the game. So don't even say how can you give it to Overwatch over Uncharted and it's only your own. I'm judging the game based on what that game is offering and the experience that I am getting from that game. Yes, Overwatch is an online game only, but that online happens to be pretty darn good, dude. Overwatch took pretty much 2016 by storm. Literally, ever since this game has came out, it is one of the most popular games today. It's been like what, top 4, top 5 on Twitch since release. Junk got porn dedicated to it, bro. Suckers doing scenes to Overwatch, bro. Overwatch, it is a popular game, but it's a reason. It's not just it's a good game, and again, like I know some people, because every time I stream this game, people be like, I don't see what's so special about you know. So hey, if you don't like Overwatch, some people might not like this game, and that's cool. You might not, enjoy something that a ton of other people enjoy, but Overwatch is the best multiplayer game that I've played this year, even over Battlefield. Again, it's kind of a toss-up between those two, because I enjoy Battlefield 1's online a lot too. But Overwatch, man, just everything about Overwatch. This junk is addicting as heck, bro. It really is. Y'all black people need to get on this Overwatch, because again, for some reason, it seems like mostly the blacks don't like Overwatch, bro. But Overwatch, again, I know it's a multiplayer game only. I'm not going to take points off because it's not offering something. I'm judging the game based on what it is, and what this junk is incredibly fun, addicting online multiplayer game. And I can't be mad at somebody that will put this game as their game of the year, because as a multiplayer game, it is that good. But it's not my game of the year, but it is one of my top 5 games of 2016. So that's why Overwatch is number 2. And then there was only one. Now, I didn't think I was going to put this game as my game of the year, because I liked it a lot, but I was like, man, it's just Overwatch, Uncharted 4, it's tough. It's tough. Okay? Like, I don't take pleasure into, well, I kind of do take pleasure in, like, pissing off the Uncharted I kind of do take pleasure in that, but nah, all jokes aside, I didn't think I would put this game as my game of the year, to be honest. I thought it was going to be easily top 3, but not game of the year. But again, I am judging these games based on what they are offering to you and the experience that I got from that game. And you want to talk about feeling like a child all over again? This junk was one of the best franchises on PS2. Kind of started to fall off a little bit in the PS3 era. But when this junk came out again on PS4, I was like, Lord have mercy. This junk, I literally felt like I was playing through my childhood all over again. So, my game of the year of 2016 is Ratchet and Clank. I cannot stress I cannot stress enough, if you didn't get this game and you like platformers and you like great gameplay and you just like to have fun, I think a lot of people, it just seems like the more and more, we progress as gamers, people care so much these days about graphics and high frame rate and stuff like that. But we forget why we play games. We play games to have fun and to get away from this struggle known as real life, bruh. And that is what Ratchet and Clank is to me, bro. Like it literally made me feel like I was back in the PS2 days playing like freaking games with not a freaking care in the world, dude. And when a game could do that to me today, that is something to be said. I feel like I'm preaching at this. Am I? I don't know. Leave it down in the comment section below. The fun factor in this game is like second to none. Dude, this game is so... I got the platinum in this game, and I never go for... I very rarely go out of my way to be like, you know what? I'm a platinum that game, but I did it for Ratchet and Clank because of how much I enjoyed this game, dude. The gameplay, the fun factor, the story, even has replay value, just the guns, the Pixar looking great. Everything about this game, bro, is literally what, we should really, appreciate more in games today. Games that, are still, the traditional base games, and, it might not have 4K graphics and an amazing online and 60 frames per second. But again, I think a lot of gamers are forgetting, the core of what gaming is supposed to be. And I think that is what Ratchet and Clank is. It's just, it brings you back to your childhood, suckers, and that is something to be said, ladies and gentlemen. So Ratchet and Clank is my game of the year. I was kind of shocked because I thought it would get like possibly 2 or 3, but I was like, suck it, this junk is my game of the year. So yeah, Ratchet and Clank is the best game that I've played this year, judging on what it offers, what it brings to the table, and the experience that I got from it. So yeah, man, those are my sucker. I'm sweating in this junk like I'm preaching a sermon or something in this sucker. But yeah, man, those are my top 5 games of 2016. Watch Dogs 2, Battlefield 1, Uncharted 4, The Thief's End, Overwatch, Ratchet and Clank, bro. I'm telling you, when I got to that last 3, that final 3, Overwatch, Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted 4, I was like, bro, that junk could have went either way, fam. So I had to be as real as possible with myself, and that's what I decided, man. So Ratchet and Clank is my game of the year. Those are my top 5 games of 2016. I would absolutely love to see y'all top 5 games of 2016. So leave your top 5 games of 2016. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to actually take out Overwatch from my top 5 and replace it with No Man's Sky. I had to do it one time, bro. I had to. No, but definitely I'm so interested in seeing, what you guys' top 5 games of 2016 are. No one's list is going to be the same. Okay, people need to accept that, so definitely leave your top 5 games of 2016 down below. And also let me know what you thought of my list of my top 5 games of 2016. Leave all that down in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, I greatly appreciate if you rate the video, my brothers and sisters. It doesn't have to be a thumbs up. It could be a thumbs down. But what I do ask every brother and every sweet, sweet sister is to just rate the video, my brothers and sisters. Until then, I'll catch you on my next video, alright?